Okay guys, one more quick video. For anyone who may have noticed on the website from the last video that I linked below, there are three other texts. This text we have already in the archive, an extensive version actually. This is a legitimate read. It confirms things we read in the Cave of Treasures regarding the body of Adam. I see, maybe we don't have the whole, I don't know, every syllable do we trust, but regarding the body of Adam, what we can definitely discern, because we see this doctrine all over the place. Cave of Treasures, Arminian Apocrypha, that Adam was made from just a bit of each of God's power. And when Christ comes on the second time, I don't remember where I found that text. We covered it recently, but it said something like he's going to be made with a fragment of each portion of God's power, just like Adam was. So, when we read this stuff, we can discern this stuff is real. We already have an extensive version of this text on the archive already. But below it, here we go. The words of St. Gregory, a theologian of the Holy Cross. Now, I don't want people to just because we see things like St. Gregory, we think Catholic idolatry and all that kind of stuff. I did not read this text, but just glancing at the first paragraph, bam! Confirmation of all the things we've already studied in the Arminian Apocrypha regarding this doctrine of Seth giving Adam a branch from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, which is the fig tree, and that branch was buried on top of Adam's body in Golgotha. That grew into a huge tree. That tree was the tree that the ram was caught in the thicket when Abraham went to sacrifice Isaac, and that tree eventually became the wood of the cross. This is what the Cave of Treasures tells us. Here we go, and the Arminian Apocrypha, we've done these studies already. Here we go. I don't know where this text is coming from, whether it's Slavic, Russian, but it has nothing to do with Armenia, has nothing to do with the Cave of Treasures, has nothing to do with that sect. And here we have a confirmation of that doctrine. And apparently this text gets into it further. It gets into the wood of the crosses that the two robbers were crucified on as well. And there's, I'm sure God has a holy, perfect order regarding that. God's wisdom is infinite. I don't know how much we could trust this stuff, but just reading the first paragraph, we've already verified that this stuff is true. So yeah, we should be taking this seriously. So I did copy and paste. I did make a PDF if I could find it. I put it in the miscellaneous section until we find maybe this guy St. Gregory has more writings that we could depend on. He'll have his own section, but right now it's in the miscellaneous section. So PDF for people to enjoy, all formatted and like so. So, all right, really amazing, guys. So we've been on the right track. Just because these texts we can't necessarily trust every syllable, but as we keep reading, we could discern truth. And so, wow, this is okay. This should be very exciting to be reading about the wood of the crosses at Golgotha. And like I said, just reading the first paragraph alone, we can verify this to be true. So this verifies all those studies we've done with Seth and Adam, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. It's all true, guys. If you've been following along, it all makes perfect sense. So we have truth. We have truth. All right. Yah bless you. Thank you for tuning in.